I'm
so,
keeping the shotgun.
Jean, you are on the way in a black sedan with a donut on one of the tires, along with Thea in the passenger seat. Wonderfully, there are no broken windows and there is working AC in this particular vehicle. So you are all and comfortable.
Oh, yeah, Grand Marquis are nice.
You guys arrive without incident.
Love the dice. Billy?
Yeah, so you guys arrive without incident in front of Witch's Row. You guys can passively see that there is a police car next to Jean's classic vehicle. And as you guys approach, you see a dog that was once by the vehicle that you guys all recognize as Maharet run away as soon as she is able to see or smell the sedan.
Do you have any of the dice roller things?
I roll up to a stop next to it, casually get out.
Okay. It's at this point, Deemer, that you come into play. You were in the process of observing this vehicle. This vehicle actually got in a fender bender with the mayor's daughter's vehicle previously on the way over.
Oh, no. Oh.
Bro. This is why we don't let Maharet drive.
You are aware of it, which is why there was such a prompt response from the PD. And in addition, you are aware at this point, after that you were a part of a suggestion that got you away from the coffee shop. So you are thoroughly pissed at this point. And you can see Harper still attempting to clean out most of the vehicle.
Dude, how do I want to go about this?
Thea and Jean have not gotten out of the car. They are still parked nearby. You do not know they are the owner, or that Jean is nearby as the owner of the vehicle.
Can we, is this a uniformed cop or is it like in a police car? How are we?
So there is a police car that is pulled next to the classic car. However, the person that you guys will know as Cinder, but do not know the name yet, is currently in plain clothes. Will you agree with that, Deemer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Cinder is in plain clothes. You guys can roll an alertness to see what description you guys are able to find out about this female police officer.
Yes. That is a 4.
Are we rolling alertness or?
Yeah, you're rolling alertness. And Harper, you're rolling alertness with disadvantage. Still,
no, I'm just cleaning the car. I'm just gonna waive my roll.
Okay, you're waiving the roll. Good stuff.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, Deemer, why don't you give a physical description of your character?
Okay, let me just go from the art. So we'll just go. Cinder's woman, mid to late 30s, kind of withered face, kind of a tired look, hazel eyes with a short brown hair. We'll just say it's just a regular blouse and vest with a leather jacket around.
Okay. In addition, Jean, you can tell because of your interaction previously with police officers that this one appears to be particularly annoyed.
Wouldn't I recognize this one?
Not from a distance, not yet.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so just to clarify, the mayor's daughter and a fender bender.
Bleeding pretty frantically.
And you also observe this black sedan with a donut parked next to the vehicle. Yes.
Do I notice anything about the black sedan?
Well, no, aside from the donut and the fact that all the windows are super tinted and there appears to be damage to the rear of the vehicle.
Well, we'll get on out, said calmly, look at Harper and just breakfast.
Okay. At the point that you get out, you're able to get a better look at this plainclothes police officer. You recognize this officer as one of the people who gave the interview when you were searching for your daughter. And this officer in particular very much thought that you were responsible for your daughter's disappearance.
I turn away so
Spicy.
I turn away so she can't see my face, and it's like,
At this point, Deemer, you can roll an alertness check or you cannot to determine whether or not you recognize.
Yeah, I'll roll just to get used to this.
Yeah.
So it's 3 negatives and a blank, so that's -3, right?
-3, and do you have? But you have a +3 in alertness, so that's a 0.
That's a 0.
Okay, so you don't remember this particular person. You only did the one interview, but you do have a picture of who owns this vehicle, and it does match the person who is approaching you and turning away, I should say.
well, I got to give Harper.
Okay, so I probably slowly approach Harper cautiously and just kind of call out that you stop interfering with a crime scene.
But I told him I'd clean this mess.
You're contaminating a crime scene. Step away from the vehicle.
It's literally just a taco.
I don't care if it's a taco. Stop contaminating the crime scene.
Actually, we did get it from a taco stop. Hi, I'm Gene.
You said I have a picture of this individual now?
Yeah, you have a picture of Gene as the owner of this vehicle.
I'll go ahead and back away from the car.
I would probably ask Gene kindly in a disgruntled voice, like, "Sir, I need you to kindly stop right there. Is this your vehicle?"
Yes, it is, and I thank you for finding it for me. And Harper, thank you so much for watching it while I was gone. Thank you for cleaning out the taco mess.
Cinder, at this stage, you would know that there was no report of a stolen vehicle.
Okay. I just know this is a fender bender.
You just know it was a fender bender. There was no report of a stolen vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, little occupied with vampires.
I mean, I would just ask, so which one of you was driving the vehicle at the time?
I was asleep. Thea came to wake me up. Harper called me and said, "Hey, your car's here."
Your car just magically got into a fender bender with the mayor's daughter, which we say is like the middle of nowhere.
No, it's not magical. It means someone stole it, got into a fender bender, drove it here, and then abandoned it.
I've just been here reading.
Yeah, Gene, go ahead and give me a report check. And Cinder, go ahead and do the same as a defense. We're going to see whether or not Gene can convince you. Right here.
What was the check?
It was a
Rapport?
report, yes.
That's
So
it.
+2.
That's a 0.
Okay, Gene, you said you rolled a 0?
Yes.
Okay. Is that including?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you got a negative fucking 2. What about you, Deemer? What'd you get?
+2.
All right. Well, Gene, you failed to convince the cop that someone stole the vehicle. So, Cinder, you can kind of tell that it's probably likely that that Gene probably didn't drive the vehicle, but you can also tell that fucking someone did that he probably knows.
Ooh, so I would go up to Chi and ask him, like, do you know anybody who might have taken your vehicle for a joyride? You know, disgruntled teenager, pissed off uncle?
Well, now that you mentioned pissed off uncle, there is this very weird guy that has a big beard, sword, likes to be hit.
There was no bread. No.
Oddly specific.
So, Gene, are you attempting to suggest that it was this individual who stole your vehicle?
Yes, the warden
Okay.
Morgan stole my car.
Okay, go ahead and roll a deceit against your investigation, Deemer. So, Deemer, investigation.
I'm going to use "Let me tell you a story" so I can pour instead, because
Okay.
it is technically a distraction.
Yeah, it is a distraction. Go ahead. Use that stunt. Ben, it's against your investigation, Deemer.
That is a 4.
Okay.
And what did you roll?
Just a +1.
Okay, with an additional +1 in your skill, because you have a skill in investigation.
Yeah, that's the +1.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
In this particular case, you know that you definitely know that something must have happened with this person with the sword. As strange as it sounds too strange for it to be just out of the ordinary. This person must have something to do with something for Gene to be pulling it out. And you know, it's up to you whether or not you believe or disbelieve Gene, but you're more towards believing than not believing that he had something to do with getting an offender bender with the daughter of the mayor.
Okay, so I take it like I don't know what to think of this guy's story.
Yeah, but you do know that it's definitely not him, and you might even believe that he doesn't necessarily know who stole his car, except to know that it's this person with a fucking sword.
Maybe a dog did it.
Did Harper say that aloud?
Yes.
You can take that however you like, Cinder.
Is your dad a clown? Fucking Harper.
I'm doing a quick lookup. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try
Something-
out this skill.
When Harper says that, Gene looks back. After the night we've had, you know what? I wouldn't doubt it.
For real.
And the early morning.
I am going to compel Cinder. You're barely clued in. You also do recall someone with a cloak and a sword beheading someone previously. So you definitely want to look into that more than just the fender bender. So go ahead and give yourself a fate point associated with that aspect.
I would ask Gene, all right, do you know anything about this individual, where they frequent about, you know, anything you know about this individual?
I've seen him around. Mostly.
Oh, wait, did you want us to state how many current fate points we have?
Not yet. Do it at the end of the session.
But I seen him usually frequenting packing.
A meat packing plant?
I can't make this up.
Are you just gonna send everyone there then?
Look, I'm just trying to get Send her on a wild goose chase while we do our thing.
Hold on. Are you saying this aloud, by the way, Gene?
No, not that part.
Okay.
Gene's dumb. He ain't an idiot.
Would it be safe to say I'm getting pissed off at this point because I'm having a rough fucking day, and now he's telling me there's a great man with a butcher suit who I do care about, but now you're telling me he's a meat packing plant, so I feel like I'm being fucked with.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Yeah.
I
Can't.
really don't think you're gonna catch someone that can teleport.
What?
I just do the Stewie.
Hi, honey. What's up?
I don't know. I'm all in on just being the crazy person right now.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get like an aspect to be able to give you a fate point, and it's not there.
Oh, really?
Like-
Devil on the shoulder isn't on there? Oh.
Okay, by the way.
You have a light with me for this.
You like remember, Deemer, you have all sorts of skills. You also have intimidation as like a great
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna roll intimidation with Gene and be like, look, don't fuck with me. I've had a rough day. I don't want to put up with this run around.
Okay. You can set your intimidation against Gene's rapport. Rapport is the defense against intimidation.
Could I essentially use Infuriate to just dim him?
That would actually probably increase his intimidation skill.
Yeah, but, you know, seriously pissing people off with that is my forte, and I gain a plus, to any roll. And it adds to my rapport.
Yeah, so if you'd like to use Infuriate,
Yeah.
it would but I would make a DM ruling that at 100% is also going to add to his intimidation.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, so are you using it?
Yes, I am.
All right, Deemer, add an additional +1 to your intimidation score that you roll.
Okay, I just rolled, so that would be +6.
I got a 6.
Okay, well, the way that intimidation works is it has to be above the rapport score. So, Gene, you can tell that this individual is someone that you shouldn't fuck with, 100% should not fuck with, like with a capital F and a capital W. However, you yourself are not overly intimidated. You are just so, like, just want to get this person out of the way to find your daughter that you don't give a fuck. And Gene, and Cinder, you also notice that this person is not cowed by your typically very impressive intimidation skills.
Oh, do I want to escalate this?
Don't with Gene. Gene will match you.
What would the character do?
I think the next step would be like, what's the charge for aiding and abetting a crime, withholding information for an investigation,
Obstruction.
That is 100% in line with being a cop. So you can do it. And Thea, you're just kind of sitting back. What are you doing right now?
You're muted, by the way.
Muted.
Yeah, you are muted. There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I have the toddler menace. He brought me his food. Anyway, I am hanging back, just observing. I am not getting involved in this because I don't fuck with cops.
Okay, ACAB. Got it.
There may be some sketchy legality to, my job, so I'm kind of just like, I don't know these people.
Harper, are you continuing to just lay back? Are you going to attempt to diffuse the situation?
Not even a little bit.
Okay. All right. Also, remember, you guys have the opportunity to make away, kind of like what Maharet did and run away. There are consequences for that, but just keep that in mind.
You know what? Would one of the mess with the bull, you get the horns aspect
Oh no.
working
You
away?
we could put it into play, yes. And
I can intimidate back.
that would be more as an aspect as opposed to a skill. I would give you the fate point because that is actually exactly how you were responding.
Okay.
I think we've slowly rolled into our first instance of social combat.
I think we did.
Is it okay? So they're currently
We're in a peeing
Jean
war.
and
Okay. Cinder, you did not bring your partner along this time, by the way, and you were thoroughly.
Thoroughly annoyed, pissed off. Oh,
Okay. None of us here were the ones driving the car.
Okay. All of you roll alertness right now.
oh god.
Ouch.
I got nothing.
That is a 0.
So,
0.
4.
Okay.
6.
Damn.
So most of you don't notice anything wrong. Harper, with the kind of day that you've had, you feel something supernatural is amiss, as if something might be going on nearby. Maybe even something similar to what happened at your shop, where something came from the more ethereal world into the mortal world, is how you feel, but you don't have anything specific.
Yeah, she's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna perk up and start looking around, trying to feel out if she can get a bead on it.
You are getting a bead on nothing except that something might have happened. Deemer, because you are not fully clued in, you don't have the senses to figure this out.
Okay, so I just don't know. I'm on par with everybody else here then, right?
Yeah, you're on par as just the beleaguered cop who is completely ignorant.
I shuffle over to Thea and nudge her, like, hey, I think something's happening.
Earthquake!
Just
Jean and Cinder are both in the midst of their pissing contest, by the way.
can I well no, that alertness was 0, so I don't sense shit. But yeah, if you're gonna come up and tell me, can I kind of focus and try to, if Harper tells me, hey, I think there's something fucking going on, can I kind of like, what? And try again? Or
You can roll for deceit to see if there's any glamours.
okay, yeah, I will do that. I rolled a 1.
You sense absolutely nothing. In fact, you almost might think that if Harper's just getting super stressed out because of the kind of day that she's had. She's over alert, maybe a little paranoid.
Hey, I don't sense anything. I'm not saying that you're, there's nothing, but I don't sense anything. Do you see something?
Cinder, you can see this whispering between these two people, and you are not sure what's going on. You just still am really pissed off at Jean, but you feel yourself slowly losing control of the social situation.
Sorry, I was just reading something that would have changed some things. I probably would just yell at, like, step away from the vehicle. All of you put your hands up. I'm taking you in. Clearly one of you is on something and the other one is withholding information.
Bro, I just walked into this. I am in no way involved. You have no probable cause to arrest me. As far as I know, I haven't committed a crime. Unless you can point to the crime that I am committing, I'm not going with this.
And haha, you're dealing with me. Eyes here. Eyes are up over here.
I'm just gonna look up kind of sheepishly and be like, but I didn't do anything. You can ask the storekeepers. I was in here for coffee.
Man, you guys make me the asshole. I didn't know.
So look, we're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a royal pissing contest.
Yeah, we got things to do. You know what? Here, call me later. You need to calm down. We got things to do. And I hand him my old business card with my number. Sorry.
Okay. So, would I recognize anything about this business card?
At the point that you see the business card, you have a spark of memory that this is the father of a daughter that went missing for a case that you are actively dredging up again. It almost seems like fate to you that you ran into these people.
So I would recognize that this is Jean.
Yeah. You recognize at this point as a father desperate to get his daughter back.
I'm probably like,
And so his behavior makes more sense in that aspect.
probably like the card real quick and just verify like you're Jean Smider.
In the flesh.
And clothes, thank God.
Let's not bring
I'd
that up.
probably just ask what's got you running around town at this hour.
Well, what time is it? Because I thought it was still. Oh no, is it like evening when we?
And so it's almost evening.
Okay.
It is near sunset. I should have started off with that. It is near sunset.
And is it a weekday or a weekend?
Yeah, I would call this a weekday, a Tuesday specifically.
Tuesday, isn't it? So if it's Tuesday in the afternoon, okay, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Well,
Yeah, I can understand where you're going from that.
well, if you must. Picking up. And, well, I got the call to come pick up my car.
I'd probably take down his information and everything.
Okay.
I see what the proper. Wait, when did the car have to leave there until I get like more information for the mayor?
Hello. The car hasn't committed a crime, and you have not verified who exactly committed the crime. You as a cop have a great deal of discretion to either make the crime go away or to really fuck up this person's, fuck up this old man's career and give him social stress by ruining his reputation with the mayor.
I think it wouldn't be worth my fucking time. Like, it's a car, like a fender bender, is not worth, a fucking murder case or a fucking kidnapping. So
Okay.
I'd probably just take his fucking information. Like, look, just. I'd probably hand him my card for like investigations and everything. Like, if you see something, say something.
Don't worry, I always do. I take the card and turn around. Head back to the cars.
Okay. I am also going to compel your trust issues, Femur. Go ahead and give yourself another fate point. You are not letting these people out of your sight, but you are not going to make it overly obvious. So you'll be trailing the party throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Can we just talk about what we're even going to do next?
And this is inner party talk, correct?
Yeah, let's go back in, get another coffee or something, and figure out what the hell we're doing.
Well, here's a quick problem with that. Can we get the coffee to go? And Thea and I can probably explain why. All I have
Okay,
to say is vampires.
vampires. Red. So to give you the quick rundown, Harper. You know how Dracula is a book, and those vampires and that book have all those weaknesses. We're dealing with the ones that are like that, where they sunlight bad, holy water bad,
Resistant to lamps.
Cinder,
resistant to lamps.
Cinder,
Not terrified of Jean's penis, believe it or not.
I
Please,
know.
Do they sparkle?
You know,
They do for a second before they burst into flames.
when the sun hits them for like, boom, then it's mostly fire.
Wait, how the hell did you run into vampires?
They more like they ran into us.
Look, we were just minding our business, right? And they decided to try to get into Jean's house, and Jean made a mistake by saying, if you want to come in, don't do that. Don't invite anybody in. Unless you have eyes on them and can talk to them, do not let people into your house or creature. Don't let anybody in. Don't invite people in.
Okay.
Have
okay.
you read about thresholds?
No.
Oh, Harper, have you read about thresholds in your book at all?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. So, you know, we can cross the threshold, but it diminishes what we can do. It takes away some of our powers, so you got to be careful.
Unless there's an invitation.
Yeah. So, you know, if Jean hadn't invited the vampires in, I don't know if they would have been able to do a whole lot versus.
Well, how was I supposed to know there were vampires?
I mean, it's fair. You couldn't know for sure, but just don't give anybody an opening. Like, don't let anybody. Like, if you want to do this, no. Be very clear, because I can tell you, as what I am, we're very literal. We can be very literal, and anything that's left open to interpretation is probably going to go badly for you.
Noted.
Did you get a Y out of them before you killed them?
So what happened was, one of them himself, he did that to himself. We couldn't stop the guy.
Well, Thea shot him in the back and dropped like a ton of bricks.
He shot me first. He shot me first.
Yeah, speaking of which, how
You
is
got
that? You
I'm
doing okay?
fine. I do have inhuman recovery, so I'm not sure exactly how that. I'll look the book because yeah. 185.
Like, yeah.
Thing is, I got shot. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody died.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
I
All
know.
right. I am compelling. You're really clued in because you have been hearing this conversation from your car based off the alertness roll. You hear about them killing a vampire, and knowing your past history, you would like to help them. So give yourself another fate point, and now you get to walk back and continue that interaction.
Oh, 1 second, just trying to.
Like, please, can you walk in on a part where it's like, how was I supposed to know vampires aren't afraid of my penis? Everyone else says. I've been laying in years.
I love how this party lacks all discretion to the point where we didn't even walk into the building to start this conversation.
I thought we did. Sorry.
Yes, 100. Also, feel free to make a disparaging remark about Jean's penis coming in.
Just Jean, nobody wanted to see your penis. We know this, but I didn't know you could use it as a weapon. Like that was a choice, man. That was.
Hey, in a fight, anything can be a weapon.
You thought they were cops, man.
Don't want to know.
Okay, this is where you come in, Cinder.
I'd probably just look at the group and like, look, overheard what you said.
Okay.
It's polite to not scare people. Like Jean turns and has. It's like,
To a cop? Okay.
I don't know who's walking up
It's
on
Texas,
me.
It's Texas.
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, she's
You
kind of
want-
walking up in my blind spot a little bit off to the side, scaring me like that.
Is that a roll for that, or you want me to say something?
No, you can just say something.
I'd probably just show my coat with my pistol holder. Said, let's keep it civil now. Let's start over. We got up to a rough start.
Rough has nothing to do. We chitty chitty bang bang. That scene in Ace Ventura when that's how rough we started. Sorry, it's been a long morning. Analogies ain't working.
Yeah, well, how do I feel when somebody pisses off the mayor's daughter and I got to deal with it when there's more important things to deal with?
Tell me about it. I don't give a damn about. I have other. Sorry, I've had a long night dealing with a book, things I don't even describe yet, and
It's a long
so
night.
I'm a little wired, not so tired because I'm jacked up on Red Bull.
You're
But
definitely Rick's friend.
Well, you be.
I'd probably go to him like, all right, so what's the story then? What's going on?
This is on the record.
On the record?
Bro, you're a cop.
you wearing a wire?
You a co-op?
Are you a co-op?
You have to answer truthfully if we ask. It's the law.
First of all, one, that's a myth. Two, I'm a detective, not an FBI agent.
3, are you still wearing a wire?
I'm not wearing a wire.
Have you seen The Wire?
No, I haven't.
It's good. You should watch it.
Are you saying
Based
this
on
in
the
character?
Wire's out yet.
Thea, at this point, you can feel the magical energies. You know that the sun has set.
Y'all, we gotta get inside.
Why?
Trust me on this. Inside. Look at the sky, buddy.
I grabbed the
Sun going down.
I grabbed the duffel bag from
Yeah,
the marquee, lock it up, and
Okay.
look at my
Are we
vehicle.
gonna go into the coffee shop?
Yes, I'm moving there, but I look at my Accord, sigh very heavily, lock it as best I can, and go inside.
I'd probably just like kind of intervene in there, but like, look, if you're being targeted, like I can help, and it'll probably help you better explain these shenanigans.
worry.
And you gotta pull it up in court.
Court has nothing to do with it, but it's a certain
The court has something to do with it.
Exactly. And you helping, that's all part of the plan. So get inside. Roped into this.
I love how condescending you are. I love this. I am not going to compel or give a fate point for what you just did, Gene, but I really, like, if it had been any other circumstances, your daughter's necklace would, or your father figure would 100% have been compelled.
I was thinking, who needs tact when it...
You know, little Missy, it sounds a lot more like father figure to me.
Yeah,
How old is Gina though?
I'm like 30.
Yeah, it would.
We're like the same,
Same age.
The character's like 3 years younger than Gina.
Exactly. When you're my age, let me tell you.
Okay, so you guys are all going inside the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would be best to plan.
Harper's just gonna, look over at Cinder and just kind of shrug apologetically.
Wait,
So
Because as far as vampires go, she has no idea why we're being pushed inside either.
wait. Where's the this is the neutral ground.
no,
According to neutral ground.
The coffee shop never was.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get inside, I remember the shotgun.
In the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
So I hand the duffel off to this to me. Like
Can you see the shotgun through the duffel?
it's not in the duffel, it's in the
Okay, so the shotgun is fully visible as you are going into the coffee shop.
it's not visible. It's
Okay.
blacked out windows. Remember?
Wait.
Okay,
Okay, so we're leaving it in the car.
No, I'm grabbing that. We're gonna need it.
Okay. So
We're
you're holding it.
and going into the coffee shop.
Who's got
Maybe
a
put it in the
trench?
duffel bag.
All right, I'll shove it in the duffel. That's a better idea, actually.
Okay, I mean, by all means. I was just asking the question.
I know it's Texas, but
I don't think Texas was quite open carry yet at this time period.
By this point, Emily's used to it. At least I'm not wearing a cloak, poofing in, hanging
Where the
down your
storm
door, chopping
All
a
right.
dude's head off.
Wait, where'd Jean get that car?
don't worry about it.
So,
Think of it kind of as an upgrade right now. It has
It's got air
AC.
conditioning and windows.
All
As you guys-
four.
Emily just looked excited to see you guys again, but is also she's like, back so soon, and what's in the duffel?
Mm,
And officer, what are you doing here? I thought you said there was nothing here for you. And this is the same person, Cinder, that gave you the suggestion.
Would I know that's exactly what they did, or I just know something happened to make me look the other way?
You know that something happened. You do not have enough magical knowledge to know what exactly happened.
And wait, so what does Cinder know about the beheading? Like, is that
Cinder has an aspect called barely clued in.
and also, don't forget the murder hobos.
The murder hobos.
Yeah, and magic murder hobos. The magic murder hobos is the relevant one here, where he interacted with figures in gray robes or gray cloaks, really, beheaded someone and fled.
Fled.
fair enough? Okay. Flee, flee, flee.
Fly, you fools.
Now, I've been reading my kid this book over and over again this week called The Wolves on the Walls, and there's a line where it's like the wolves fled and they yelled, flee, 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 because, you know, when the people come out of the walls, it's all over. Neil Gaiman.
Okay. So Emily's asking, "What are you doing here, officer?"
She's with us.
And
Is
she's
she?
looking at you guys really oddly, like, did you, Thea in particular, he looks at her and is like, you know, did you bring this gal in?
I have no idea, man. I think she knows something.
And she looks at Cinder and she's like, okay, well, officer, how about you have another coffee on the house, and we'll kind of just sit down and relax and enjoy your time here.
Would I be paranoid about the coffee this time around, though?
I don't see. So you might be. It's up to you if you want to roleplay that.
I mean, I would just say, I'm good. I think I've had enough excitement for today so far. Thank you. And just kind of.
Okay. Go ahead and roll rapport to see whether or not you insult her.
That is 2.
Okay. You don't insult her. She does look at you though and be like, generally a guest of an establishment accepts gifts to them. as part of our obligations to our guests as a host, sir. But I understand if you've had enough coffee for one day. Please have a seat.
I turn to Emily. Can I get a coffee with Red Bull in it, please?
Of course. Would you like to also speak to Amanda?
In a minute. I need to get situated and collect my thoughts.
Of course. Of course. And thank you. Thank you so much for helping my friends. And she darts a quick look at Cinder before speaking again out of, their unique bind. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry about everything early.
Of course. Of course. I think you've done nothing wrong.
Say that. Thank you. I go
And
take
she
a seat
busies
at a table.
herself behind the counter while you guys briefly make yourselves comfortable.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are in the midst of the the coffee shop, and Emily comes down and she's like, Gene, are you okay?
Define okay.
What is it that you are worried about?
We were just attacked. Well, they and I were just event this morning. So I'm sure they might be on.
Well, to be fair, we don't know that. We stole their car because they weren't using it.
Well,
But
yeah, it's kind of hard for a pile of ash to drive a car.
Just looking at the cop right now.
we borrowed their car because they weren't using it.
Yeah. We liberated it from their use.
Anyway, so they kind of burnt out while we were at Jean's house. We just take a little resty rest. Yeah.
But
Okay, so in this liberated, not Grand Theft Auto, vehicle you said was owned by vampires.
yeah, keep up.
Yeah.
You mean the type that come if you don't invite them in?
What?
Say what? You cut out.
You talk about the types of vampires that can't come in unless you invite them in.
Yeah. Let's skip over that again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. They got in somehow. It's a giant mystery to everyone. Point is, they got in. We forcefully liberated their car after a lamp negotiation failed.
Hey, we have the keys. It was fine.
Exactly.
Emily is just looking at all of you and being like, it sounds like you guys have gotten in a lot of trouble. Gene, let me help you.
I think I can handle this. Thanks.
You have helped me by helping my friends. Let me help you by also helping my friends.
What do you have in mind?
Harper, come over to the counter. All of you come with me.
All right.
Okay.
And she says, Harper, take out your tarot deck. I am going to teach you how to magically infuse your tarot deck to see things coming. And she
I literally have one at my desk.
I mean, I'm not going to comment specifically on that, by the way. And she tells you, she gives you a bottle of something. And she's like, this is an oil that is a facilitator. Make sure you put a small amount on your cards that allows you to magically infuse your cards to tell the
All right. Thank you. Just dab a little bit on each card.
Yes. At this point, you will be able to tell if what has happened to you in the past, what is about to happen to you, and what happens to you in the far-flung future. And she gives you the oil, and she touches your arm, and she touches Jean's arm, and she says, I believe that fulfills my debt to you.
Thank you.
And with that, you feel a tingle in your arm, and you no longer have the same connection between you and Emily as you once had.
Okay. Better? Worse?
No. But you see Emily just shake her head. Man, I was not able to deal with that ball and chain. I needed to get that favor off my chest.
You're lucky this came along. I had a bigger one.
What precisely did you have in mind? Perhaps we can get to alternate arrangements there, Gene.
Perhaps another.
Okay. Well, I've grown fond of everyone here. And Thea, please try not to get into too much trouble.
I do my best.
And let me know if you need another favor there one day.
Will do. I kind of...
And she walks off, and she goes to the door. She closes it, and she flips the sign that says it's closed and closes the shutters. You guys feel free to leave whenever you want. I'm going upstairs and getting some rest with Amanda.
Is there a lock we need to, or anything we need to do when we leave? So...
Thea, you have the key to my shop.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
And she's like, I bid you adieu, and thank you for gracing my coffee shop.
Say that.
Thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, thanks.
She pauses, and she's like, oh, I forgot. There are other things I need to do. And she throws something down at the ground, and a puff of smoke comes in front of her. And when the smoke clears, she's not there anymore.
You know, it's kind of rude to just fart.
Isn't that lovely? We got disappearing atoms now.
Trust me, that's the least surprising I've seen in the past 24 hours.
You know that was definitely a world walking technique that just got triggered.
Interesting. Well,
Just-
she's a changeling too.
Abandoning this place with us in it.
Well, okay. So what's our plan now? We have to get to a church, right? That's the...
Yeah.
This is nighttime now, right?
It is nighttime now.
Wouldn't it be best to just wait until sunlight and not be out if you're getting hunted by these supposed vampires?
Okay, but they came to my house.
And this is a business, so it doesn't have the same protection as a home.
Right now, this actually is for us to come up with a game plan.
Do we have somewhere with a threshold we can go? Because no offense, Harper, yours isn't as strong as it should be because yours is also in a business.
No, I understand that now.
Said the only one is my house.
Yeah.
Kinda
I'm still
bad
messing
now.
with the cards.
I mean, unless they have to individually be.
I think so, yeah.
How did they get into your house?
I told you it was a huge mystery. No one knows, not even the ancients. The elder gods scratch their heads on this one.
You can tell he's entirely bullshitting you there, Cinder.
They certainly do.
Oh yeah, I hope I'm laying it on proof.
I'm just gonna look over at the cop. It's just like, why are you just so unfazed by vampires right now?
Yeah, most cops freak out a little bit when someone smoke bombs in front of them and disappears.
Let's just say I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two.
Well, good, because we're gonna need a thing or two extra when all this comes crashing down.
If you make another penis joke, I'm having a vampire attack you right now.
It's not a penis joke.
All right. So where are you guys going to go? You can. So let's see. So Thea and Harper. Harper, you can roll lore or scholarship to see where a safe place around your area might be. You can roll lore, and Thea, you can do a straight roll because you're mediocre. For
I do have contacts or resources, maybe.
so resources is more about money. So
Okay.
that one, but contacts might direct you to where we want to go in the future. And in fact, if you want to give me a contacts there, Demon.
I was just about to say I know just the guy for context for like a safe house.
Yeah, go ahead and give a roll, and I'll tell you what that means. And what did you get, Thea?
I got a 0.
If you combine the two, it's 10.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you get there, Deemer?
Hold on, I gotta see what this thing does again.
By the way, the Discord has an R rolls, so you don't have to use that horrible site. You can just use the Discord.
Oh, I'll just use that then. Okay, that would be easier.
And everyone dies now.
Max fall. Everyone.
Wait, how do you roll in here? You just say u/roll.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you rolls channel.
And then options come up that you can click on, like modifier, and then if your modifier is like 2, you just type 2 and it rolls your 4 fate dice plus your modifier.
Oh, okay, that makes it. Oh, perfect. And this is contacts.
Hold on, say that again.
This is for contacts, right?
Yeah, so your contacts is +3, isn't it? Oh, let me check your sheet. Your sheet has
+2.
+2. Yeah, so you can +2 yours.
And then, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the I know just the guy thing does.
So I just used it, right?
Okay. Yeah, I just rolled like right above you.
Okay, so you got a fucking 0. All right.
Wait,
Well,
0.
No,
oh wait, no. I got. You got a +1. Got it. Did you put your modifier in there when you were rolling?
it doesn't look like it. It says +0 next to it.
Yeah, well, it should be +2. Sorry, I'm still.
So you got a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. You do know exactly where to go. You actually happen to know a priest in one of the El Paso churches, specifically in Immaculate Conception Church, who would be able to provide protection from vampires and has a vat of holy water specifically for combating vampires.
So I would just bring that up to the group. That'd probably be the best place to be at right now.
Well,
Yeah, can't really argue with that, I guess.
I can't find a flaw in it.
Yeah, Gene. Was it specified which church you had to go to?
No, all we knew it was a church. I was gonna use that as my favor to find out on him.
Okay. Well,
That one got burned.
no, you allowed the Fae to burn it for you. Oh, that was also part of the test, by the way. You failed.
Story of my life.
Okay, so you guys
So-
go to.
Hey, hold on. Here comes this question. So I have 2 cars. Cinder, I assume you have one.
Mhm.
How are we gonna get 3 cars somewhere?
Do we want to bring all 3 cars? Do we
I'm
need to
not
bring all 3
leaving
cars?
my Accord.
I'm probably
No
not
one's
allowed in the
asking you.
Accord.
Actually, thinking about it, I think, Harper, you're the only one that can drive it.
Harper, I don't see you having a driving skill.
No,
Yeah, that just means it's mediocre.
but doesn't that also because you're kind of not super powerful with the magical field stuff?
Yep. There is a reason you didn't have driving, and you always used bikes. There's also another transportation option.
We can tow it.
Max knows.
We are not world walking my Accord.
I don't think we could world walk the Accord. I think it's too big. And
Look,
metal.
You just drive your Accord, and the rest of them can just sit in the back of my car.
I will not be getting into the back of a cop car, thank you very much.
And thank you. Do you not see the miraculous, almost immaculate 95 Mercury Grand Marquis right here?
Okay.
95?
While this is going on, Cinder, you get a chirp from your radio stating that there is a black sedan on the loose. There's an APB for a black sedan with a donut on it and damage to the rear bumper.
Could we hear that?
Everybody in the room.
Yeah, they hear it squelch.
So we're not taking the Marquis then. That's cool.
So,
Are you able to just drag me through a mirror?
Yeah, her world walking allows you guys to drag it. Allows you, Thea, to drag everyone through there, potentially against their will, unless they are able to win the might roll.
why are we
Yeah,
world walking?
I
Do you want
I don't want to risk doing something else to your car. I'm just going to world walk if that's.
So here's the thing. If we go outside, they, I assume, know what your car looks like. They're going to be looking for your car. We may want to, like, if you want, you can take your car to where we're going to go, or both of you can. If you want, I can try taking you world walking, but you need to be very careful and stay very close to me.
Deemer or Cinder, this is where your knowledge fails. You have no idea what world walking is or what anyone is talking about.
Really, Tina? What are you talking about? We could just take the squad car. Just go to the church. Don't even think. What is this whole mirror crap you're talking about?
It's magic shit. Don't worry about it.
We could
Smoke them.
meet you there. I'm guessing you probably won't be allowed to separate from your car.
So your goal is to separate the party. I love this. All right.
There's no way separating the party
Again.
constantly.
If you wanted to, you could come with us, but I don't know what the rules are about just leaving your squad car here.
I don't think it would really matter. As it is, do I have like any incentive to like actually go after this thing, or like have a kind of on base with like getting to this church?
So your incentive is, and none of the rest of the party knows this, portions of that church are under investigation, and there is a priest that is helping you. But local law enforcement is being very careful because they don't actually have jurisdiction over a Catholic Church entity.
Cool. That I can use that then. Okay. So I just asked, is this mirror, this world walking? What's Mumbo Jumbo? Is this just like a terrible roller coaster I ride?
I honestly have no idea.
You've never done this before?
No, she hasn't.
You're kidding.
Sounds like there's chaos going on out there. I don't know. Okay, so here's your options. You could either take your vehicle, and everybody goes to the church that way. Harper doesn't want to. She wants to avoid damaging your car more, understandably.
I can see that. It has been traumatic for.
Let's go with that, yes.
I can't risk having a squad car in front of this church.
Oh. Well, in that case, if everyone wants
We
to...
only have one option.
That kind of leaves the world walking or the Accord.
Okay, so world walking. What is the biggest mirror? Is there like a full-length mirror in the coffee shop or no?
Do an alertness check and see what you see.
2.
There's not actually a mirror. However, there is a decorative pond out in front of the coffee shop, which is funny because it's the middle of El Paso. You do have the ability to go through reflective surfaces. It's just harder.
Yeah. And Harper's shop's really close by, but I feel like we could do the pond. How familiar am I with the Never on the other side of like this area?
You use time, but where you end up in the Never depends on your state of mind and how close you are. If you are bringing people who are afraid, your fellow fetches come to roost.
Got it. Okay.
And that will be
All right. It'll be what?
that'll be dependent on a roll.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I need everyone to stay very calm. Don't freak out about anything. Harper, just deep breaths.
Spending a fate point to invoke curiosity killed the cashier. I am way more excited than scared.
That's good because I was going to make you scared. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. I am gonna. If anybody starts to get scared or panicky, say something immediately, and we can try to get back out of there. But I need you all to understand. This can get dangerous if anyone gets too emotional. Let's go with that.
Oh, why did you all look at me when you did that?
Gene, stay calm. Penis away. We got this. All right.
All right.
So I'm going. Everybody, do we have everything we need? Any weapons? Anything else we want to bring with us to the church?
All we got really bag, and it only has some of the ammo.
Well,
Nope.
strap it on. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
My reloading
I guess
press
we're
and
gonna-
everything else is still at the house.
Do we want to wait for Maharet, or do we want to go now?
We don't know where she went.
Or there is an extra op.
Yeah, she can drive your.
So we'll leave a note.
Well, I can call my buddy saying that
Oh.
pick up.
Okay.
Vehicle pick up. Definitely not.
Do you
Squad
want
car.
him to pick up the stolen vehicle?
I turn and look up. Heck, it won't be dealt with. shadier. There's a spot. Great for stuff out of sight. We should probably go.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably the plan.
You should probably not incriminate yourself any further.
I plead the fifth.
It only works in court, man.
Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, we leave a note, and then we jump into a pond and hope we don't die.
Where are you leaving the
Eh.
note?
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, isn't it?
Yep.
We leave it
Where-
on. We leave
And-
it on in the Accord.
Okay, in the Accord. Got it. Put in the party chat what the note says. And I swear to God, if it says, if you are reading this, I am probably dead, that is not the reference that I want to make. Okay. All right.
It's
So
not a Puma.
you guys are transferring the plane?
I think we're gonna do that, and then
Okay. That ends the session.